It's Saturday, July 23rd, 2022. Dizzy, I'm out here at the farm and I've got a nice fire going. And with as hot as it is out here, I'm actually asking myself, why did I make a fire? But it will die down and I'll be able to roast some marshmallows. Not making any s'mores this week. It's still around 90 degrees out here, and I was afraid if I brought any chocolate out with me, it would just melt. So I might have to move back from the fire a little bit because I'm actually getting a little bit too hot. And I'm thankful that Callie doesn't want to be on my lap right now. Yeah, I'm going to move back. And of course Callie jumped up on me. The fire that I have in there right now is all smaller stuff that I picked up at my house. I haven't touched what's in there yet. I also have it's newspaper at the top. I'll be taking that out, but I've got a lot of stuff that I want to burn paper-wise. It's easier than trying to shred it. There's just so much stuff that I have to go through paper-wise. Stuff from 1980 something we still had, so that'll get burned. And one thing that I was hoping I could find was information about my wedding ring and my engagement ring. I'd had them resized a few years ago, and even with them being resized, when it's weather like this, they're uncomfortable for me to wear, or they were. So Wednesday I went to see came out and fed, and from here I shot over to see my dad, and then I stopped in a Dollar Tree, and then went home. But I had taken my rings off and left them in the Jeep. Needless to say, I didn't take the dog in Dollar Tree, so I left the windows open. Didn't lock the Jeep when I got home, just went in the house. Wednesday night I had my grief support group. I went to get my rings on and they weren't in the Jeep. Thought, well, maybe I did take them in the house. So I looked where I'd normally put them. Not there. So I thought, well, I don't have time to look now, but maybe I put them wherever I have my watch. Well, I found my watch on the piano later. They weren't there. They weren't any place that I could have possibly put them. So apparently somebody, either at the store I was at or Jeep was in my driveway, went in, found my rings, and pocketed them. I hadn't been going to do anything because it's like, I wasn't sure what I could do. I figured, it was just going to melt it down or what have you. What can I do? And then I was reading something and found out that if they take them to a pawn store, the pawn stores are required to report all of that to the police. So I figured I checked with the neighbor, because the last house in a dead-end lane, and she's outside a lot of times. She's a smoker but doesn't smoke in the house, and see if they noticed anybody in the driveway messing with the Jeep. They didn't notice anybody. So I went to the police in the town where I went to Dollar Tree and filed a police report. So maybe I'll get it back, maybe I won't. I will put in a claim to the insurance company, and if I don't get them back, then what I'm just going to do is I'm going to go and buy something that I like, that fits. I prefer wearing the rings when I can. Of course, I don't wear them out here because I don't want to lose them. But it helps me feel closer to hubby. So that was not a good update from this week. It's been hot and dry all week. Been watering stuff and probably be watering again maybe tonight or tomorrow morning because it's just so dry. I had tried getting some beans and some corn planted, and plain and simple, the seeds that I used were 3 years old. I planted seeds that old before with no problem. This year I got 4 beans up. I was in a Tractor Supply and I noticed that they had 1 package of bean and 1 package of corn seeds. So I grabbed them, I got them planted. I also had another variety of beans that were the 3-year-old that I've also tried planted. And then I had 2 varieties of heirloom corn that I got last year I planted them, and I had lima beans that I had bought last year, so I got them planted as well. And got that all watered. I found some zucchini seeds. They don't take long. I found some squash seeds. I'll try it. I can't guarantee that I'll get anything, but at least if they come up and make it look good, so if I am able to move next year, I can at least take some pictures so that have it for the realtor. So got a lot done in my garden this week. Also need to plant some sweet potatoes, and that'll be happening. I don't have that quite set up, so that'll be happening this week. Whether or not I get anything, I don't know. But especially the one, since it's a purple sweet potato, which I had bought at the store and tried to stuck in water and it actually started to develop. Yeah, that's one that I'm hoping I can get at least something off of. Even if I only get the vines, that I can maybe just put some in water for when I move. If I move, well, even at the house, and get that going. Farm, if you watched my video from yesterday, I didn't really get done much out here at all. It was just too hot and too dry. As of right now, they actually are calling for the possibility of some rain on Tuesday. I'll believe that, not on Tuesday, Monday. I'll believe that when I see it. It would be nice, but I'm not holding my breath. So we could really use the moisture from a hurricane right about now. Did get some of the boards and whatnot that I had to go up in the run-in, up where it belongs, so that was help. And got some more done at the house, not as much as I would like to, but I honestly do not function the greatest when it's this hot out. If I can get up and start moving, outside I can get stuff done, but once I stop, it's hard for me to get anything else done. I am going to go home. I had thought about sleeping out here tonight, but it's supposed to be a low of around 80. I don't enjoy camping when it's like that. So when I get home, oh, she's barking at something. I'm going to do some housework. I'm going to get out here early tomorrow. I'm going to bring Callie out so that she does have a chance to run around before church. So that's about it from me for this week. And I hope it's cooler where you are, and I will talk at you later.